everyone, my name is Raja, and welcome to Taj Mahal Aquatics. Arowanas are a widely popular fish in Asia, especially in China and Southeast Asian countries like Malaysia, Singapore, or Indonesia. Asian arowana are a living treasure of Asia, as they are the most prized fish. Previously, I made a video about species of arowana, from the most unique to the most expensive ones that are so expensive that you can literally buy a car with the fish. But one thing that I didn't quite highlight in that video is that Asian arowana are illegal in the US. Yes, if you live in the United States of America, then you can't have this fish in your home. They are illegal to own and sell. There's no way you can have this fish in your home. And if you ever try to have this fish, you will find yourself in trouble with the law. But despite being banned in the US, this fish is very popular in Asia. And you can buy this fish without any problem at all. And it's completely legal to buy and own. And you will not get in trouble with the law. But why? Why are these underwater dragons banned in the US but not in Asia? And what makes the Asian arowana banned in the US? And are all arowanas banned in the US? And why are arowanas popular in Asia? And why are arowanas not banned in Asia? And how can you even have arowanas without even being in trouble with the law in Asian countries? So, let's start with why Asian arowanas are banned in the United States of America, and what makes them banned in the first place. So, the reason why these dragonfish are banned in the US is because these fish are an endangered species. Yes, Asian arowanas are listed as a critically endangered species, and they're in a CITES Appendix 1. Which means it's severely endangered. And that's the reason why the Asian arowana are banned in the US, and probably you will never have this fish if you live in the US. Because they're critically endangered, and importing this fish to the US is illegal. Though CITES stated that now importing this fish is allowed under specific guidelines and permission, but in the US, this fish is still illegal. The law doesn't support the import of this fish to the US. So the reason you can't have this fish in the US is because these fish are critically endangered. But how can this fish be an endangered species? The population of these fish has been declining due to overfishing. Because of the high value of this fish, and since they are a local food source, back in the day, people started to wild catch these fish in the early days. Other factors like habitat destruction and environmental changes are also driving this fish to extinction. And because of it, Asian arowana are listed as an endangered species, and this fish was placed on Appendix 1 by CITES. And that's why countries like the United States of America bans this fish. In 1975, Asian arowana became one of the only 8 species of fish listed on Appendix 1, which means they are severely endangered. So with all of that explanation, Does that mean all arowana species are banned in the US? Well, the answer is not. Arowanas are not only from Asia, but there are many arowana species in the world, and there are some species that you can keep legally. Asian arowanas may be banned, but there are other arowana species that you can safely keep. The safest option is silver arowana, since they are not an endangered species, and you can safely keep these fish without getting in trouble with the law. Another option will be giardini if you want something that was close enough to an Asian arowana. And it's also legal in the US too. But if you want to really play safe, just stick around with the silver arowana. If you ever wish there's a possible way for you to have this fish in the US, then I don't think so. Yes, I did see some articles that said you need a certain permit to own Asian arowana, but I don't think that permit is not for personal keep. And maybe the permit is for something like zoo or public aquariums to display this fish. And I did see some online petition to legalize the Asian arowana, but I think I won't see a possible way to own this fish in the US. And before I go any further, I just want to say that the United States of America might not be the only country to ban these fish. And there might be other countries that bans these fish too, for a reason. So for you, my American viewers, the only way to own this fish is to leave the country and go to a place where you can keep this fish without getting in trouble with the law. Or if you don't want to, then I guess you should be happy with the silver arowana instead. If in the US, Asian arowanas are banned, then in Asia, it's a whole different story. In Asia, especially in China and Southeast Asian country, these fish are completely legal, and not just legal, these fish are very popular in Asian countries, especially in China and many Southeast Asian countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. And of course, the import of this fish is highly regulated with a specific criteria to make sure that sellers can sell these fish legally and hobbyists can enjoy this fish without getting in trouble with the law. So the reason why Asian arowanas are legal to sell in many Asian countries is because all of the arowanas that are sold are captive bred arowana and not wild-caught arowana. In order to trade this fish legally, it has to be a captive bred fish, and it has to follow certain regulation and specific criteria to make this fish legal to trade, and hobbyists can enjoy these dragonfish without getting in trouble with the law. The only way to legally sell and import Asian arowana is to make sure the arowanas are a captive bred arowana and not a wild caught. Only a captive bred arowana that can be legally sold and imported. And the fish that are bred has to be at least 2 generations. And to make sure the arowanas are legal to trade under CITES, the fish must be documented in 2 ways: with an implanted microchip and certificate. Certificate will be a proof of authenticity, and the microchip will be used for identifying individual fishes and also proof of authenticity too. Both microchip and certificate are also a proof that the fish that are sold is a farm raised and legal to trade under CITES. Every customer who buys a fish from a shop or a farm will be given the certificate as a proof, and that's the only legal way to trade this fish. Asian arowanas are the most popular and precious fish in the fish keeping world, especially when you are talking about golden and super red arowana. These fish are the most precious treasure of Asia for their stunning color. Their beautiful color is so beautiful that hobbyists are willing to pay ridiculously expensive just to have these fish in their home aquarium, and their beauty will always be irreplaceable. These dragonfish are a symbol of luck, wealth, happiness, and strength for everyone who has these fish. So that is why Asian arowanas are banned in the United States of America, but so popular and not banned from every Asian countries. Yes, every country has their own rule regarding this Asian dragonfish. And even though this fish is an endangered species, captive breeding are trying to do their best to keep this Asian treasure alive. Maybe this hobby might not be helping, but the captive breeding of these fish are not only keeping the hobby alive, but also maintaining the population of these fish so these fish can live and thrive for the future to come. And as long as the fish that are traded are captive bred fish, then it's totally okay, as long as it's not from the wild. And that is why Asian arowana is legal to trade in Asian countries. And does your country ban Asian arowana? Let me know in the comment section because I want to know. So that's the reason why these fishes are banned in the States but not in Asia. And what do you think about this video? Do you find it to be informative and amusing? Or is there information that was wrong in this video? Let me know in the comment section below because I want to know. And also, if I missed some information that I should have mentioned in this video, let me know as well. And that's a wrap for this video. And make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, and share this video to your friends if you find it to be informative and amusing. Leave your ideas, feedback, and your opinion about this video in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel if you like the stuff that I made, because there will be more in the future. Thanks for watching, and keep living the fish life.